Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is that you are watching this. Cheryl Bishop here, founder of Resilient Women in Business. And today I would like to talk to you about accountability. Accountability. Have you ever, maybe back in your life one time where you wanted to go to the gym and work out 3 times a week, that you needed a friend to join you? I have. Gosh, years ago, I wanted to do this, well, decades now, wanted to go to this Pilates class. And I called up my neighbor, Linda, at the time to ask her, hey, will you go with me? And there was days that I really didn't feel like going, but I knew she was swinging by my place to pick me up. So I really had to be there. I also experienced years ago when I used to do Party Like Gifts. I remember we had a leader retreat and we had a lot of education. And one of the topics was accountability, where the trainer was saying to us leaders, when you share your goals with everyone, it helps you stay accountable. So back in the day, I thought, I'm going to run with this. So what I did is I told all my customers, I told all my hostesses that I was going to get this incentive trip that was coming up to Aruba. And what I noticed within myself is the closer it got to the day for me to achieve this incentive trip, the more I wanted to keep myself accountable. Why? Because here's the biggest thing. I did not want to go back to my clients when I saw them or did a customer service call, or back to my hostess, and that they asked me, did you win the incentive trip you were aiming for? I did not want to say no. So that pushed me to be more accountable for myself. Have you ever look at all the run clubs, the hiking clubs? Keeps people, not only can you have a good time together, but also keeps you accountable. I have one of my beautiful ladies in Resilient Women in Business that she recognized how accountability is huge for her. She gave me a testimony that said, and her name, oh, sorry, this is from Donna. I joined Cheryl's accountability group at the beginning of the third quarter of 2020. I have been working on a meditation training program to sell online since February 2019. I accomplished more in the first 3 months of working with Cheryl than I did the entire time since February 2019. You see, I'm sharing this with you because we're all human. We are all the same. We all know we should be eating more vegetables, but do we? We all know that exercise is important for our bodies and health-wise, but do we all do it? No. So accountability, actually they've done studies. They've done studies and studies and studies and studies on accountability. So there's this one study they did where they took 4 groups. And they got each group to do something a little different towards their goals, what they wanted to achieve. So group number 1, they told group number 1 to only think about their goals and do nothing else. Only think, just think about your goals. And they wanted to see how far they got. So this group number 1, they got, let's say about this far. Okay. Then group number 2 did the same thing, group number 1. However, they're not only thinking about their goals, they wrote their goals down. Well, they got a little further than group number 1. Then they took group number 3. They did what group number 1 did and group number 2, and they verbalized their goals to another. So group number 3 was thinking about their goals, writing their goals down, and verbalizing it to another. They got further than group 1 and 2. Fascinating, right? Well, here's the kicker. The group number 4 did everything the group 1, 2, and 3 did. So they were thinking about their goals. They were writing their goals down. They verbalized it to another, and they had an accountability group. They got 85% further than group number 1. Fascinating. We are human beings and creatures of habits, and repetition is truly the mother of learning. So think about accountability for yourself. How are you keeping yourself accountable in your business? I created a group called GPS, which stands for Goals Plus Productivity Equals Success. This was downloaded in a dream a couple of years ago for me, even the name. And where what we do is every quarter, every calendar quarter, I create a workshop where we go through your next 12 months goals and break it down so you know what you need to get done in the quarter coming up. We are creatures of habits. I don't know how many times I've heard people say to me, I've been thinking about writing a book for 10 years. Why are we keep thinking? Action is what's going to give us results, not thinking. Thinking will create feelings whether we want to do it or not. So get out of the habit of thinking too much and actually take action. So think about what you can do to help yourself be accountable or belong to Resilient Women in Business. We have accountability group, inexpensive. Why? Because my passion is to support women. I'm not here to gain your income. I'm here to help you stay accountable to where you want to go. You see, I know that it is your birthright to be successful. And when we do life together, a community of women, when you know there are women that have your back, and I'm speaking to women because, man, you're not my avatar. You're not my clientele. So what if you're listening to this? Great. We all need each other. There is power in a community, power in groups, power in support, and knowing that we're not alone. I don't know how many times I have had women, because again, that's my avatar, women almost don't show up for a meeting because they're stuck in their head. Quite frankly, that's the truth of it. They're stuck in their head. And then they show up at the meeting and they say, Cheryl, I almost didn't come today, and I'm so thankful I did. Well, number one, if you didn't show up, I'd be texting you, where are you? Are you okay? Like, are you, what's going on? So know that we all need accountability. So think about that for yourself. How can you either become a part of accountability group or seek more accountable for you to achieve what you want in your life and your business? Because again, your birthright is to be successful. And I believe in that with all my cell in my beingness, that I am your biggest cheerleader. So I wish you nothing but a great week. And I would really love for you to ponder accountability for yourself, to assist yourself to get further in life and in business. Share any comments with me. Ask me some questions if you feel like you would like to. I would love to see that. Have a great one.